Okay, coming up on the end here, it looks like. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, we gotta go back into the camp real quick. Maybe, hopefully it's quick. See what Yada has to say about how we kill Ludica. You.
Can't sleep? Neither can I. We're going into battle for the soul of the living lands, rallying under the banners of the Paradise Militia. Your Emperor will not be pleased.
Screw him. I have influence in court. My report on living lands will change minds. Since when do we care about politics? Or you care about
politics invaded my home. When a godlike fights in battle, people take note of which side. The Adirans will doubt your loyalty. The locals will doubt your commitment. You may even doubt yourself. This is the first time you were told to pick a side. And I fear it won't be the last.
Living lands accepted me for who I am. I can't forget that. This is difficult for me. My soul is from the living lands, but my heart belongs to a deer. I'm worried that I'll change my mind.
Only a little bit. Just enough to keep me up at night. From what I understand, your ambassador is very persuasive, very powerful, and very accustomed to getting his way. For a politician like him, losing a battle is not a defeat. It's an opportunity. When he promises you the world, don't listen. He'll fill your head with lies if you let him.
Noted. Thanks for the warning. I want to hear him plead his case. When money talks, I can't help but listen. Thanks for the warning.
I'm glad we understand each other. It's good to see you fighting for the misfits and rabble-rousers. Time for you to get some rest. We have a big day ahead of us.
I'm going to cross paths with Ludwig again. Are you concerned? How do you feel about the future of the living lands? Are you worried about the outcome of the siege? Are you concerned?
In truth, I'm not as worried as I used to be. I've been thinking about the Inquisitor. Formulating a theory, you might say. A Death Guard clings to their existence by force of will. Stubbornness, unfinished business, that sort of thing. Ludwig is held together by faith, and that may be her undoing.
Quick timeout. Mrs. Gimpy just came in here with Rocket, so be right back. Okay, back for now. So, guess up it all changed her faith.
Precisely. Faith is the foundation of her reality. Faith in the righteousness of the gods. But according to her faith, Sapadal should not exist. A new god independent of hers? Blasphemy. By that logic, you shouldn't exist either. And yet here you are.
So I can't just destroy her, I have to destroy her faith.
That's my point, exactly. I think you already have. You are the godlike of a heretical god. A contradiction to her reality. Can you imagine how much she needs you to die? Her entire worldview depends on it. Who knows? Maybe that uncertainty is enough to make her mortal again. Or maybe not. I'm just theorizing as I go. Whatever happens, I want to see it for myself. For the research.
How do you feel about the future of the living lands?
When I agreed to travel with you, I didn't think I'd find myself at the center of a political upheaval. So imagine my surprise when you gave the living lands a chance to unite, to prove itself, and to stand tall before its enemies. Granted, it was an uphill climb. The Dream Scourge exposed our weaknesses, our vulnerabilities. But thanks to our struggle, the island finally knows itself. Now we can decide who we want to become. I can't wait to see what we do with that freedom.
Freedom was always yours. A deer had no right to it. It was up to the challenge. You'd better arm yourselves against the Empire. Neither can I.
But to answer your question, the future looks bright for a change.
Are you worried about the outcome of the siege?
Is it really that obvious? No matter who wins or loses, the living lands won't be the same. In my heart, I know that's a good thing. Life is impossible without change. And change can be frightening. I just want to put this behind us. I want it to be over.
That's enough.
Thanks for talking.
Problem.
I can't wait to give the Steel Garrote a piece of my mind. Their reckoning is long overdue.
You're gonna give them a lot more than a piece of your mind. Save some for the rest of us.
Odd fighting alongside the militia, but it feels right. Like we're fighting for the survival of the lands.
How many times do we have to teach the Steel Garrote this lesson?
You should get some sleep. Big day coming up.
So you're still up. Hey, Will, just checking in. Hey, Will.
Well, I'm just fine. More or less. I've been in a lot of dangerous situations, but it's always been a fight to survive. It's just a fight. Putting my life on the line for someone else's cause. It's the opposite of survival. It's foolishness.
You're right, it doesn't make sense, but sometimes it's necessary. You can stay back in camp if you're afraid. You need to fight, Marius. You've been fighting for my cause all this time. Why is this different?
I've been fighting to protect my client, to bolster my reputation, so I could keep saying I'm the best. We're about to go out there and risk our lives for, what? A concept of how things ought to be? We might die, all to determine who sleeps in the nicest house in Paradise until the island decides it's time for a change. It's fine, really. But it's some blessed day Sokka when you think about it.
I'm glad you're with me, Marius. Don't worry, this will be over before you know it. He might turn you into a soldier yet. Glad you're with me.
Right. Careful you don't get stuck in all that sap. I'll be all right, Envoy.
Okay, we all done? I think we're all done. Off we go. Yes, we're sticking with those two. Okay. A shield? That's a shield, okay.
I suppose I'm an exile now. Oh, gods beyond. Will I have to get a job?
Yes, you will. I'm supposed to help? Looks like I'm supposed to help.
You won't get They're coming!
Oh, you guys are friendlies.
Who's hungry?
Blue. Oh, guess we just move through the field and kill stuff, huh? Reach the city. Ah, Paradise, sounds right. Ah, siege tower and everything. Can we go up it? Go with probably not. Ooh. Silly, whatever you were. So, oh, Grakor's here. So this is a ogre, and we helped earlier in the game.
We shall tear your enemies apart.
Good. Take him along. Oh, let's try our new ability. This would be Seize Event. Sopadal's Fury. Well, that did not do what I thought it was going to do. Stop it.
I do not think oops means what you think it means.
I did. So is he actually part of our party?
Keep moving. Let's press ahead.
Yeah. Trying to. You're standing on the loot. What's one of the soldiers walking around with a lockpick for? Shouldn't this be on the other side? Shouldn't that be on the other side of the... Oh, I guess... Oh, it was. The wall got broken. Here, let's try this again. See if it's cycled. Ah, there we go. Heal him, please.
Never had a chance.
Here, let's do a area for everybody.
Don't worry about the Eastern Page. I'll protect your back.
That'll teach you!
Where's our ogre? He didn't die, did he? Loot? Seriously, where'd the ogre go? See a dead ogre. Just go run in without us.
We were never going to go quietly, were we?
No, why would we? Nothing really in here, it looks like. Dun, 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 dun.
What are you doing?
What's this? Spectral jolt. What's that?
Faster, I say!
Now what do we got? Out of here.
Nice work.
Sort of. So at least Marius is sticking with us. A little bit extra firepower. Is that what? So this spectral jolt, I don't know what that is. Is that from Giada? I guess it is. That's in her group. Spectral jolt. Abilities. Companion. Negation barrier. Reconstruction. Yeah, I don't know what that's actually coming from for her. It's not these.
Who's there? Stop right there!
What?
You
Stuff? He did have stuff.
I was worried for a second.
Heal everybody, please. We got some lingering electricity, don't we? Done. Done.
Envoy over here.
What you doing?
What exactly do you think you're doing? You nearly died in my clinic. Correction, you did die. And now look at you. Fighting the Steel Garrote. What have you got to say for yourself?
Nice to see you too. Sorry, Lorna, I promised to be careful. I liberated and imprisoned God and can take care of myself. I don't have time for this. Nice to see you too.
Well, at least you're alive. Try and keep it that way. We're patching up folks as best we can, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. War is a damn bloody mess.
You think I can do to help?
Yeah, stop the fighting. I can't say I approve of you leaping into the fray, but it's always nice catching up with a former patient. Wait a second. Jada? Jada Castell? What are you doing in the middle of this?
Surviving. It's good to see you, Liviana. Unfortunately, we're on a tight schedule. Do you need anything? Money? Supplies?
Once this is over, I could always use another pair of hands at the clinic. The invitation's still open.
Thank you, but I've decided to tough it out as an animancer. On my own terms. Can you manage without me?
Are you kidding? I'm happy for you. Besides, I've got Chico on bandage duty. I just wanted you to know there's a place here whenever you want it. Gods be with you, Envoy. For my sake, try not to die a second time.
She has no idea.
You know this. You practiced with Uncle Capo 100 times. Tight, but not...
Singed and blood-spattered piece of parchment contains a simple prayer to Margaret to inspire courage in battle to her followers. Fear not the flames of conflict, for they shape all things. Through your strength, she makes will, blah, blah, blah.
Too tight. You don't want to cut off the blood flow. Envoy, it's good to see you fighting on the right side of history.
Which is?
Out of curiosity, what turned you against the Steel Garrote?
The lands deserve autonomy. I can't endorse what they're doing in the Emperor's name. Just shaking things up. Deserves autonomy.
It's high time we explain that to a few people. You know the Steel Garrote a lot better than we do. Their coordination is damn impressive. Any advice?
Kill them. Give them a moving target. Force them to improvise. Show no mercy. The cowards will flee, leaving the real soldiers to quake in fear. Stick them with the pointy end. That's always works for me. Give them a moving target.
Not a bad idea. When the fighting starts, some soldiers forget how to think on their feet. Ready to make history whenever you are.
Good. Now, let's kick these bastards out, shall we?
Right way. That's the way. So she... Why is... There we go. Ah, she wasn't going to join us? Oh, well. Thought we were going to have a little army following us around. It doesn't work too well. It's not bad. so much light. Oh, you're friendly. You're not. Slow him down, please.
And stay down.
Stop killing us. Good, we're good. Mana there?
Monica demands your submission.
Who?
Stand against her and fall.
Let's pay Ludwig one final visit, shall we? Let's make sure she stays dead this time, all right, dearie?
Okay, we gotta load up on buffs now for a real fight. Okay, so everything with the yellow stuff next to it. So, might and damage, damage and damage reduction, perception, dexterity, and movement speed, intellect, resolve, and maximum essence, maximum stamina, maximum health, damage to give enemies, which are the ones we're fighting, finally, resolve and maximum stamina. Essence regenerate. How's this a regen? But we'll take it. Might constitution. Constitution damage reduction. Intellect maximum essence. Dexterity maximum stamina. Movement speed. That's only for actual poisoned. Plus 100% essence and food. That's if something happens. I guess during combat, eats some regular food. And cure poison and bleed accumulation. We're good. Look at all those buffs on the left-hand side.
There you are.
Am I? Am I really here? Hey, Sparky.
She's not lost yet. We would still welcome her graft onto our tree.
Really?
So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time?
Comes to that. Possibly. I know how to break you now. You've died twice by my count. Maybe the third time's a charm? How do you keep coming back? Ludwig, I don't want to kill you. I just want this to end.
Our conflict was foretold the moment you were born. You can no more avoid it than I can die. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed by a stern, guiding hand.
Her order wields sharp steel. She must set down her blade.
Your lands will unite and remain free. There's nothing you can do about it. Your order, I assume. This isn't order, Ludwig.
Oh, but it is. Some wounds must be cauterized in order to heal. The only question is, what's to be done with you? You, who were once so bright and promising.
Her mind is already made up. She's just toying with us.
Sapadal's chains are broken, which means your soul is in their grasp. I don't know how deeply you've been compromised, Envoy. And if I don't know, then I cannot suffer you to live.
Sabadile's under my control. Sounds like you've already made up your mind about me. As usual, you're leaping to conclusions about something you barely understand.
Do not patronize me. I have every right to put down a threat to the Empire. Steel yourself, Envoy. Make this a fight to remember, even in death.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
Won't fight you, Lodwin. I don't need to. I defeated you once, I can't do it again. If you attack, I won't hesitate to defend myself. I won't fight you. I don't need to.
You will. You must. You have no choice. Face me and die with honor. Or fall to your knees and die as a coward. How you die doesn't matter. But you will die. Every vestige of Sapadal must be wiped from this earth. The Burned Queen demands it.
We are a challenge to her authority. She is afraid of what we mean.
Wodika's frightened of Sapadal. They exist outside of her power, a new heir to the throne of the gods. Wodika doesn't frighten me, neither do you. New heir to the throne of the gods.
Blasphemy. Sapadal is a clot in the heart of the world. What should they matter to the true gods of Aora? Your god will meet their end just as soon as I'm through with you. Hear me, Envoy. I am the avatar of the Burned Queen, the goddess of retribution. I am her sword arm, her will in the world. And so long as I can fight, I will be her champion.
But she fails, and fails, and fails her god. How long until Wodika finds a new avatar?
Your plans lie in ruin. Sapadal is free, and I am alive. You're an incompetent disappointment. If I can see it, so can Wodika.
You could never understand what it means to forge a life for yourself. From nothing. You, who have always been God-touched. You have never truly been alone. Even now, you rely on others to support you, to buttress your countless weaknesses. From death, I made myself into a vessel so powerful, the Burned Queen could not refuse me. And I did it on my own.
Your plans lie in ruin. Sapadal is free, and I'm alive.
I've done all that I could. She sees that. She must. It isn't my fault. You opposed me at every step. I believed we were alike, Envoy. That when the time came for you to prove your loyalty, you would choose Adir. I believed the dream of our future, of our resurgent empire, would move you as it does me. And if that failed, I believed the Burn Queen would stop you. Yet here you stand before me, my enemy, unopposed by the gods. Why?
The worm of doubt gnaws at her soul. Where was Wodika when she needed her most? Where is she now?
Wodika really believed in you. She would have made sure you won. She wanted you to fail. She would have made you her godlike. She wanted you to fail.
No! The Burned Queen witnessed my devotion and accepted me as her champion. I don't need anything else. I can still prevail. I must.
She's not coming to save you. It's just you against the entire living lands. I see no Burned Queen here. Wodika's abandoned you. You can't do this alone. You failed her final test. She's abandoned you.
I feel her fire in me. I know I do.
Do you?
Wodika, my lady!
Where are you? No answer.
She doesn't love you anymore if she ever did. She despises you, despises your weakness. She's revoked your power. You're helpless. She despises you.
No! It's not true! Shame. Suffocating shame.
You're nothing. You're weak. You doubt. You're nothing.
Stop! I can't!
Give up, Ludwig, it's over.
No! 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 Forgive me! Boudica!
Well. All those buffs destroyed for nothing. Or used. Sorry, not destroyed, used.
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for. But we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The dream scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the Living Lands has escaped Adiran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradise return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. Research yields new developments in the struggle against nature. Technology is shared among the united settlements. The Empire cannot get in the way of progress. For the people of Shatterscarp, independence is bittersweet. Those who cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell leave the settlements, vanishing into the wilderness. Those who remain find themselves forced to cooperate with others, often begrudgingly. With so many dead, the need to stave off hunger outweighs any distaste for certain trading partners. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first. But after mourning her friend Kostya, Mihala reluctantly deigns to open the doors of the fortress. Some dwarves greet newcomers with glee. others still mutter darkly about outsiders. Mihala flounders in her earliest negotiations with the rest of the living lands, but slowly learns compromise. She develops a taste for Valian sweets. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels, ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however, Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He establishes a route between Paradise and Thirdborn, guiding travelers between the two in return for money and supplies. And while he has a reputation for being aloof, he joins the campfires from time to time, sharing stories of his time with the envoy that most travelers believe are completely made up. Giada continues to improve as an animancer. She dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the living lands, nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fior Mes Iverno lives on in her. Unable to pass up the opportunity, Yatsley takes her place beside Reengrim. Under the tutelage of the Archmage of Terror, Yatsley sees her own power grow beyond her wildest expectations. But Reengrim is a strict master, and the visits to Quilici slow to a stop over the years, leaving her with her grimoire and a pile of letters to warm her in her twilight years. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sopadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sopadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the Temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together, and in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them, but they are never far from your thoughts. And on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
Uh-oh. No? Okay, well, that's that. So, this game. I enjoyed it. The ending wasn't horrible. Ended pretty much the way. So it looks like you can take a couple of different endings, but is it worth doing another run? I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll have to think about that. But it was fun. I enjoyed the game. It's not perfect, of course, but it's a nice little story RPG, which is good. There's some which you might consider open world. Not really. There's side quests you don't have to do, of course. There's some I skipped there at the end, like building the different totems for your camp that give you special abilities and that kind of stuff. Or no, not special abilities, but bonuses to what you already have. I got to skip most of those because the first totem is fine. It's just you have to find all the pieces to get all the bonuses and stuff. The first totem fit what the character I was building the best, I think, based on what I saw in the others as we collect pieces. So, but anyway, that's a part of the game. But overall, that's good. I enjoyed it. It was worth the 80 plus hours. So, because I think we hit, I think it's going to be 85 hours roughly once this is done. So we'll see. But what else? The infamous question, is it worth the money? On my typical standards, I would have to say yes. Given that I didn't pay $70 for it, or $60 for that either. How do you do that? Well, first of all, I didn't get a key from the developer. I was playing this through PC Game Pass, which is a subscription service through Xbox, and but playing it on a PC, of course. And it's just basically that. So, how long does it take me? It took me a couple weeks? A couple months? Well, this is episode 15. So, but the last couple of weeks I've only been playing it on Tuesdays. But before then I was playing on Mondays and Tuesdays. So it took me a couple of months to get through. So it's not too bad. Playing on, like I said, Monday and Tuesdays. And my normal formula for determining whether a game is worth the money or not, it's not necessarily a feeling, other than my formula is, if I pay $1 for a game, it should give me an hour worth of material or gameplay. So, game like this, if it's $60, I should get a minimum of 60 hours out of it. In this case, I got 80. And it could have been longer. I chose to skip stuff. So there's more here than there. And we could do a replay if we really wanted to. And do something else like different class, because I just went straight wizard. But there's a warrior and a ranger class, melee and range type stuff. And of course, even within the wizard class, there's different areas to focus on. Like I focused on electricity, but you can focus on fire or cold, or do a little bit of hybrid too if you really want to. So there's options, and you can respec your characters. You start back at 0, just pay a little bit of money, go back, reset your character points, and rebuild the character. I chose not to do that. It's mainly because the only way, I think that it only really works if you stick within your lane as what class you pick, like a wizard. If you respect there, you can go switch over maybe to fire and cold. But even then you have to be careful, because the equipment you pick up as you're adventuring gives you bonuses in certain areas. Again, I'm not sure how warrior and rangers work, but as far as wizards go, there's items that help you with shock or the electricity stuff. There's items that help you with fire and cold. So, and the way the upgrade process works, or just the game in general, is, do you really want to lug around all these items to give you bonuses for you that you're not going to use? So what did I do? I sold most of them, or I broke them down for parts to be used as upgrades for my equipment that I actually was using. So there's that. So respecking it near the end of the game just to try something out doesn't really work too much. Even though there's some higher end items that you pick up near the end, I don't think it's enough to really justify respecking just to try something out. I mean, you can. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I didn't feel that it was worthwhile for me. So would that mean doing another playthrough? But again, I'm not sure how much the story is going to change, other than there's choices you get to make when it comes to Sapadal. Do you try to, defeat the god, or do you try to free it. We want the free route, and if you're trying to defeat her or side with the Steel Garrote, that's an option as well, which we of course didn't do. I'm curious to see how that would go, but I'm not sure I want to play the game over again, because you pretty much have to make that decision, I think, early on to get certain people on your side and that kind of thing. So, anyway. So I'm guessing this game is probably good for like 2 or 3 playthroughs, maybe, would be my guess. And again, how the story changes is unknown to me. So, anyway, like I said, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I think it was worth it. So, anyway, now the question is, what else should I do? Or what's next starting for Tuesdays, basically. Mondays too, possibly. I'm kicking around the idea of maybe actually playing Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2. That'll take a little while, though, playing once or twice a week. Although I could switch over to Sundays, too, because Jeff and I need to talk about Empyrean, because we're gotten to the point where we're not sure where to do anymore there. So my Sundays may be freeing up for some extra space there. Again, I won't know that until later this week. So, yeah. I know I started playing Pillars of Eternity 1 way back when, but just for some reason I didn't finish it. I got far enough into it and I went, It wasn't that it was a bad game. I think something distracted me. Something else came out at the time that I was more interested in at the time. And then Pillars of Eternity 2, but I was always been interested in it. I just never went out and got it. At least I don't think I think I have it, though, somewhere. Create a character from 1 to 2 to make it a really long experience. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay. Actually, do I have Pillars 1? I have to find out where I actually have this stuff. Oh, I have them both on Steam. Okay, so I can play either one. They're just not installed at the moment. So that's an option, I guess. Yeah, I'll kick around that idea. And yeah, that'll take a little while. What else? I think that's it. Coming up on last break of the stream, which I think we'll just call the stream an hour early today and move on. Because I can't think of it. I didn't have anything lined up for the last hour of the stream. I wasn't sure how long today was going to be, because I wasn't sure how far I had to go. And turns out we had 5 hours to go, roughly. So that's not too bad. Outsourcing development. So we just bye this. Where did I sped it up? So you can't save. Oh. So this is the last save I made, which was about 20 minutes ago. A little over. Yeah, about 25 minutes ago. So 3 days, 12 hours, 23 minutes. So figure 3 days, 13 hours roughly. Roughly. So was that 72, 84? Yep, 84 hours. Not too bad. Derped out and didn't realize we rolled credits. Ah. It's okay, right? It's okay. Pillars 2, everything a character says except for yours' voice, because description stuff and blah, 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 blah. There's one that's more like Outcat stuff. Main story stuff is mainly voice, but side stuff, nah. Yeah, it's okay. No big deal. So we start a new game.
Eora. A world where mortals live, die, and...
So here's your questions about what the
Hello, Gimpy.
The Godborn
It is time
look
to
like.
take a break.
Or godlike, sorry.
Go check on the dogs. This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support, or you can watch the ads during the break, or you can type !treats in chat. Thank you. The stream ends in 1 hour.
Just that again. It's not last so long as I thought it would. That. Yeah, body type. So, you got humans. Got elves, can't really see their ears there, but they're there. Skin stuff. And godlike features. So the stuff on the head is different. That's the hair, right? Let's make it bald. I'm not sure where this stuff is coming from. Because it's not... Oh, it's this. So, godlike hair features and facial features. So there's your hair. Basically your fungus boy or girl. Thing, whatever you want to call yourself. Go fungus boy. So that's your hair. And the facial face stuff on your face. Actually, you don't have to. You can turn that off. Your mushroom god. Well, yeah, that's what Sabadal. Well, it's not. Sabadal really isn't mushrooms. It just so it's based related to the whole Dream Scourge thing, which the mushrooms are a dominant feature on in the Living Lands. So it's not all fungus. I mean, most of it looks fungus-like. I mean, the different types out there. No, it's not a dark. No, definitely specific. You only get to. It's only this one because of the story. Yeah, nature-based. It's nature-based. Facial hair and stuff. That's the beard we went with. Big beard. That bark over the face. Bark over the face reminds you of the dark godlike, by the way. They have this shitness, kiteness. The kite. Oh no, it's just kitty. I don't know how to say that. That word always messes me up. Anyway, this one. I mean, how could you see? There's no holes anywhere. How would you see through this? Magic. Definitely magic. Didn't need that eye over there anyway. That's what the mushrooms are for. So there's your question ring. This is where it comes from. And again, it's a nature-based thing. And it's only the one because of the story. They see straight through the stuff because of magic, of course. That's what I said. Magic. It's all about the magic. And then when I chose this one for my character because it's the least noticeable. Depending on your skin. So there's that. And of course you can turn this on and off as you want. Or no, you can turn it off during creation. Let's go fully. Nobody will recognize you. No problem, right? No problem. Okay, so that's that. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna call it early because again, I don't have anything else to do. Didn't plan ahead. Like I said, I had no idea how long this stream was going to last today. If it was cut short, it'd be different, or cut a little bit shorter by a couple of hours, it'd be a different story. But with only an hour left, not going to worry about it. So, anyway, yep, that's it. So, next Tuesday, expect a different game. Not sure what yet. We'll see. Sunday too. Well, yeah, we don't know what I'm doing on Sunday yet either. So we'll see. But Pillars of Eternity 1. And if we do Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, I'm going to, of course, do 1 first and then 2 after that. It'll only take me a couple of years to get through there, no problem. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. So, Everybody staying up late, thank you very much. Get some sleep. Just in time for the end, Desperador, yes. Because I finished it. I finished the story. We won. Let's let you import your save into 2. Yeah, I think Hurricane was saying that not too long ago, before you, I think, popped up. So, anyway, that'll be it. Thank you all very much for coming out. Much appreciated. And again, apologize for cutting the stream short. I just don't have any plan to do anything for the next hour or so. So, just call it short. Mrs. Gimpy will appreciate it too. So, anyway, stream schedule. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord with the Old Realms mod, which is a Warhammer Fantasy mod. Currently playing as a Necrarch vampire, which is kind of like a necromancer vampire, or a vampire specialized as a necromancer, it looks like. Playing that tomorrow and Thursday. Friday is Celasta multiplayer with Hobo, Hurricane, and Jeff. Saturday, Star Wars The Old Republic with Hurricane, Ragstone, and possibly Soul Slicer. Sunday's Empyrean Galactic Survival Jeff. Probably, maybe, we're not sure yet. We haven't decided. At least that's for Sunday. Monday should be going medieval, and then Tuesday, currently up in the air. Because we're finished with Avowed now, so got to move on to something else. So that's it. Thank you all very much for watching. Tomorrow's stream starts at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. GMT for Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord with the Old Realms mod. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, great day, wherever you have to be. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you tomorrow.